Hey everybody, welcome back to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley.
Hi, Commander Coggins.
That's right, he is. And today we're going to be taking a look at something that almost was, something that could be maybe in the future. A concept, if you will. We love looking at concepts. Very great ideas come out when people get trying to get creative, and a lot of them get rejected, unfortunately. But we like looking at those and bringing them back into the forefront because there's some great things that may never see the light of day unless we talk about them. So, what are we talking about today, Samuel?
Well, some artists can knock a design out and be like, yes, this is basically it. But some artists, like John Eves, can knock out 4 designs. You're like, damn, at least 3 are really good, and they pick one, and that becomes real. So he makes lots of other designs, and we've looked at some previously, and today is no exception. So this first image is not a concept, it's a reality. We are looking at a Type 9 concept, not the Jeffries. Second picture, that's still not exactly it. That's the JJ09 shuttle, the Eagle Moss collection from Fabio. Good job with the conversion. So that's what it ends up being. But here you go, Stuart. Here is one of the several variants. I just sort of saw it, and I was like, oh, I would like to hear Stuart's opinion on this. This is John Eves on his first '09 concept, I guess, in '07. And do you want to give us a brief history of why it's special that John Eves got on '09, given the '09-ness?
It was kind of mandated from the beginning, I believe, by JJ that no one that worked on any future or past Star Trek would be allowed to work on this project. Somehow, John Eves is a sneaky little guy, and he weaseled his way in there and actually started pumping out some really great stuff for them. So we got somebody that we really trust as far as Star Trek goes in there for the 2009 and the JJ films. So yeah, I mean, nobody that worked on past Trek was supposed to be there to influence any designs. So
yeah, and John got in for a sort of a separate thing because one of the illustrators had to sort of quit at the last minute, and the illustrators said, "Hey, just John, come in, quick!" He made some stuff, and then they were like, "Oh, wait, this guy Johnny's, we know him from other stuff." And the guy was like, "No, look at this drawings, because you tell him to design not this, he'll design not that." He's very fluid, and they liked him. He was on all 3 films, and so, it's like, John's great, even if like Discovery and '09 and stuff. If you make stuff that doesn't link to the design of the era, he can still create a good design. He thinks design above all else. And there you go. Without further ado, Stuart, this is one of his alternate concepts for the '09 shuttle, the classic Type F from TOS, one of your favourite things of all time. I want to know what you think.
It looks very similar to some of the shuttle designs that maybe Andrew Probert did for TNG a little bit. It's got a few of the same elements. That being said, it also feels very much like a cargo type shuttle. It feels like a larger shuttle than we get with the usual Type F shuttle from TOS. But it also, at the same time, has that feeling of a TOS runabout. It's got the same kind of design structure, same kind of language. So I think it's interesting. I actually kind of like the one we got in the movie a little bit better as far as an adaptation of the Type F, but this one is very cool and could definitely be a supplemental shuttle. I like it.
Obviously, different stages of design, you have different thoughts. So this version, obviously, they could go for more rounded sensibility. You cut back to the '09 one, and it's all hard edges, which is much more boxy, much more utilitarian, I guess. But obviously, you cut to the original '60s, it's kind of that nice mix. It's boxy because it literally had to be boxed to be built, but as many edges they could are curved, they were curved, and so this new one kind of has that mentality. But I mean, we know that the shuttles are bigger in the JJ verse. They got more seats, they're designed for more stuff, so it does make sense it'd feel bigger. And also the shuttle bay was ginormous, so they had space to expand. I definitely, the runabout's a really great example. It doesn't feel like the original shuttle to me. It feels too different. It feels too, like it's not really pulling anything from it. I mean, you can't just say, low slung nacelles equals a link to the shuttle. It's like, no, you could say it about any shuttle, or any lower slung ship. So I think it's so different from the shuttle that he was going for just a larger vibe, but still being slightly curvy. But I think runabout's a good call out there.
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing is if you cut off the back of the shuttle, where the strut is, just extend that strut line along the top straight, and then just cut that back part right off. then it feels much more like a Type F shuttle from TOS. If you just like cover that up, and it changes the feel of the ship, and it feels a lot more like a adaptation in that regard. But no, I think it's great. Like, John does fantastic work, and he really knows his Trek. He respects original Trek and stuff. So this is nice. But like I said, I'm kind of glad we got what we got in the movie, to be honest, which is hard for me to say for 2009 Star Trek.
Even though the '09 one is very clunky, it's not a good looking ship. It's clunky and a bit awkward and a bit, you know, the Type 9, if the original Type F, if you sleeked it out a little bit, it would look nicer than the new one. I think John's one, like I say, you know, I'd prefer that one more. It feels too bulky, boxy. Oh, that's the thing. These are all early iterations. We know that. We're just taking a look because I didn't know this thing existed until I found it. So I just wanted to bring it to you guys. And I know there's quite a few that we can look at. But yeah, I think it suffers from some. I think it suffers from, you know, when you're doing a visual reboot, he's still trying to bring too much of that TOS vibe in that that era doesn't do, and so I think it's too much a hybrid of knowing what it want. I'm not knowing what it wants to be. You know, it can't be either, but he's still trying to bring it into one or two camps. So as you look at the '09 one, it's clearly its own thing. It is, you know, there's beyond the visual. These three pieces are put together. It's a completely different beast. It found its own visual language. So I think, you know, it was a middle step in the process of actually finding its own voice.
Yeah, we know these were designed by committee. So I mean, and every time we talk to the designers, they always say, you know, you got to give them something to hate. So they always have a few different designs, one of which they always hope that they'll hate and disregard, and they hope they don't pick that. So I'm not sure how many were submitted at the same time as this one.
This is a short one here today, guys. Just wanted to show you a design I've not seen before. Another What If shuttle. So if you guys are doing fan films or designs out there, you know, take some of John's inspiration and work with it, mold it into something even else. Because I mean, you know, you wouldn't need to do much for this design to turn it into a TOS runabout. And if you look at it in that vibe, this could be a really cool, like, first runabout variant.
All right, guys, so that is it. This look at another one of John E's concepts. We've looked at quite a few. If you haven't checked out those videos, go back and do so. They're really great. You know, look forward to future videos. The best way to do that is click the subscribe button and the notification icon so you get notified when we upload, because we do a lot of cool videos like this and full episodes and live reviews and a whole bunch of great stuff. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you like this video. It's a really simple thing to do, and it really helps us out immensely.
And of course, if you want to be more directly supporting, you can support us on Patreon, the monthly donation service, or one-time donation at Trekyards.com. Little bits, little bobs are really helpful. And if you want to keep this show going from now until forever, then that's a great way.
That's right. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley.
And Connor Coggins. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.